You know, you're not getting a lot of sheds lately. I was really thrilled that it was a shed, because I don't know if this is the newest one ever built, I think. And we're opening it, brother. So we're here because this is what we do, and it's a great place to start. Thank you.
What makes this band that you want to keep this band together? Because usually you change the lineups, but this band's been pretty consistent. It's a great lineup. Why this lineup that you want to keep bringing to the fans?
Well, we've only been together actually 4 years and 1 week, but we're into our 5th year. We put this together in, you know, it was the changeover. I had another band, and the next year, in 2012, put this band together. And it just works so well. And everybody gets on most of the time. And, you know, we have a lot of fun, and everyone on stage is a great musician and have great songs. And so I was asked, like, the next year, you know, do you want to go on tour? And, well, what about that band? And they were all free, so that's how it started. So now, like at the end of this tour, this year it's different, a little different, because we're doing the whole month of June, start of July, and then we're off till October, and we're all getting back together again. Because, you know, I hope they enjoy it as much as I do. Do you enjoy it as much as I do?
Yes.
So I don't know if that answered your question, but that's it.
Greg Raleigh came out great on with Santana, Todd, Global, fantastic, Steve, Toto. Do you guys listen to each other's new releases, maybe kick around some musical ideas when you're on the road? And
yeah, I just got, matter of fact, Greg just gave me a copy of the Santana, which I've heard pieces of, and I love all the guys, Neil and Carlos are all. Thank you. It's really fun. We all listen to each other.
Yeah, we sometimes get sneak previews before the public does. You know, we heard some of the Santana stuff
before you.
You actually played on some of it before they did.
Yeah. Right. And also, you know, for the very first time, I mean, though it relates to your question, we actually wrote and performed a song on my last album. It's the first time I've ever got the All-Stars to write and record a song. After all these years, wherever that guy's gone, since 1989. I've tried it, never worked. But these boys, what a great time we're having.
Oh, hi Ringo, the band. Matt Michael from the Syracuse New Times. Ringo, I want to ask you, and then I want to ask Todd, since he's been in a couple of the bands. How do you go about picking, you know, the band and who you're choosing? And then Todd, when you get a call from Ringo to do something like this, what's your reaction? So.
Well, I put great names together, have a list. Sometimes they've been nominated by their own management. Sometimes they've been asked by my management. Sometimes I've called them myself. And then you look down and you think, wow, that's a great song, they're great songs. And so first of all, the band has to have hits. We are the best 1-800 number going. And we're all on stage together, we don't need 18 bands, we all play and support each other. And you know, I just pick people I feel I love and what will be great to play with. And till we get to rehearsal, I mean, till the first day of rehearsal, I have no idea if it's going to work. But this one works so well, and we're so supportive, you know, and it's just been a dream for me. And I was talking the other night to somebody about, you know, we're getting longevity as a band now. It's so far out. And I have no plans right now to change it. So if I'm going on tour and they're coming, that'll be good for me. Thank you.
I've pretty much seen the entire evolution of the band, because I was in like the third one back 1993 or something, first time I was in the All-Stars. And yes, there is something substantively different about this particular lineup. Ringo's criteria usually is you just have to have 3 hit records sometime in your career. But nobody ever gets a psychological evaluation. And so there's that factor sometimes, you know. The other factor is that sometimes these people have 3 hit singles and that's the only thing they can play, you know, so they turn the volume off on the guitar for the rest of the set. So there's the combination of like a certain kind of maturity in all of us, you know, an experience playing with other musicians. I think that's part of it. But also we complement each other's material really well in a way that probably a lot of the other lineups couldn't do. You know, everyone can play everybody else's material probably as well as it can be played. And that's part of what makes us so kind of tight as a group, not just musically, but we all realize we're doing our best for each other.
And we have very little maturity.